Last week, the World Cup wrapped up play here in Boston, at Boston Stadium in Foxboro. It was a month of competition, cross-cultural camaraderie, and kindness. We saw young athletes build dreams of their own, and fans experience the power of soccer in their own neighborhoods. So what happens now? How can we hold on to some of this goodness? Well, we're in luck because our friend Mary Connors, CEO of Common Goal, is here to share her thoughts. Mary, you have been in it. You're fresh off the field right now. This has been a whirlwind in all the best ways for you.
This has been incredible. Yeah, literally just walked off the field in East Boston and headed over here to the studio. Just getting to be in a field and community with kids from all over the world who are right now playing on a field in East Boston at Boston Scores to bring the spirit of this World Cup into them and then back to their home countries.
What I love about what we've witnessed with the World Cup here in Boston specifically is the power of soccer as a tool. And this is something that at Common Goal, for people who aren't familiar, your organization, it's all about supporting organizations throughout the world use soccer to improve societal outcomes, right? And youth development. So what has it been like for you to see people here in your home state recognize the power of soccer?
It reminds me of what sparked my love of soccer was right here in the 90s and 94, going to Foxboro Stadium myself and seeing Argentina play Greece. And it instills this just love of the game when you see adults of all backgrounds, kids of all backgrounds come together and be chanting in unison and crying and screaming. And so for me to get to share that with thousands of kids across the country, organizations who are not just showing up for this World Cup, they're showing up every day in their communities and have been for decades and will for decades to come, to be able to bring this World Cup to them, not as a add-on or a one-off, but as something that's going to accelerate and deepen their impact, uplift their missions, has just been the greatest joy.
I love that you guys have player escorts. The kids that we see walking onto the field with these players are kids from our own neighborhoods.
So as a part of the World Cup, FIFA brings one of its sponsors, is able to sponsor the player escort program, the walkouts. So 22 kids walking hand in hand with the starters from each team. They get to be there for the national anthem. And this time Common Goal teamed up with Quaker to select those kids through our network of Soccer for Good impact organizations. So organizations that are explicitly using soccer to support youth development outcomes and community outcomes, like you said.
The World Cup's going to wrap up soon here, and we are going to be left and say, now what? How do we hold on to some of this? What can people do to continue this good energy?
Yeah. So one of the things we've been doing is working with U.S. Soccer to make sure that the legacy of this World Cup is that every kid across the country has a joy of soccer, a love of soccer, and an opportunity to play regardless of their circumstance.
And Mary, the good news is we don't have to wait long, right? The Women's World Cup is next year, so we don't have to wait to kind of get this energy back, and we can continue it all year until then. If you guys want to learn more about the work that Mary and her team and the organizations they work with are doing, head to common-goal.org, and always you can catch the action on our sister station, Telemundo. Thanks so much for being here,
Thank
Mary.
you so much, Hannah.